I know. You do?
Close the door. Well, I have something to tell you. I know. I know what you're doing. I know what you're up to.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another bold and a beautiful recap and review. Well, today we had the beginning of the confrontation with Brooke and Hope and Ridge and Carter. Now, of course, Hope and Carter were blindsided because they did not know that Brooke overheard them talking about taking over the company. Carter was with Hope when he got the text to go see Ridge, and he actually thought maybe he had changed his mind about bringing Hope's line back and being open to his thoughts for the company. Now, there definitely was some interesting dialogue today, and we're going to watch a couple of the clips and we'll take a look at the preview for next week, break all of that down and discuss it. And I would definitely like to hear your thoughts on where they're going with Hope's character. Now, with this being a holiday week in the US, the show will be preempted on Thursday and Friday. So this is a short week. So this did serve as the cliffhanger for this week. So let's get into it.
I'm hooking up with Hope by fighting her cause.
It's a cause worthy of fighting.
There's nothing worthy about any of this. What happened to you? Hope happened to you. Same way she happened to Liam and to Thomas. Because that's what she does. Look at me. She gets her hooks in you. And she molds you and she woos you until you love her so much you can't breathe. That's when she drives you away.
So, what are your thoughts on Ridge's dialogue here? There were some great scenes. He definitely played the part well of being scorned. They even did a little montage of his and Carter's relationship and how now they're making them out to be the best of friends and brothers. But the way he's describing Hope here, when have we ever seen Hope woo anyone on screen? Now, I think they're just rewriting this to fit the storyline that they're telling right now. Either they're doing this because Ridge is worked up about the situation, or they're getting ready to totally overhaul Hope's character and they're throwing some things in there to go along with it. But if we really look at her character over the years, and she came on the scene as an adult Hope in like 2010, 2011, we have not seen her be the one wooing anyone. She and Liam were friends and then they had a relationship. He cheated on her several times. And yes, she did kiss Thomas. That was wrong. But I think her problem was, and why she related it back to Steffy, was she took him back time after time after time after he did his dirty deeds. And yet, this one time, she asked him for forgiveness and he couldn't do it. Thomas chased her for years before she even looked at him. So, this whole thing about her wooing and taking men into her web, and oh, poor innocent Carter was caught in Hope's web. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I know there are different views on this. Drop them in the comments and let me know your thoughts. But most of Ridge's speech was spent going after Hope. Then he finally tells Carter that he wants to give him a second chance. He said, let's forget these little silly papers and I want you to end this toxic relationship with Hope and then we're good. And Carter was like, you want me to break up with Hope? And he was like, yeah, of course.
This was very, very difficult for us. I gave Steffy and Ridge every opportunity, and did they listen? No, of course they did not.
I understand that, honey, but it doesn't justify a coup. I mean, how could you even do this? You can't doctor paperwork so that Carter can take over the company.
Well, something needs to change. Something had to be done. Oh my... I'm worried about Carter. He doesn't even know what he's walking into. What is Ridge going to say? What is he going to do now that he knows the truth? Oh my God.
So this storyline with Brooke running to Ridge to tell him what Hope and Carter plan to do and not talking to them first has actually put us in an interesting place where we'll see the mother and daughter go against each other. Now, before this clip that I showed, Hope, once she realized that Brooke told Ridge, said she couldn't believe that she did that. Why didn't you come and talk to me first? Brooke said, so that I could be a part of your plan. So we know that Brooke did not want this to affect her relationship with Ridge. Now, it's also interesting to note that all of the negative stuff that Ridge was saying about Hope to Carter, he said none of that to Brooke. So I do wonder what Brooke will say if she finds out that Ridge is basically talking about Hope in the same way that Steffi does. But I think this will give us some good scenes with Hope and Brooke. We saw them playing off each other today. It was some good scenes as well. Usually, when they want Brooke at odds with her daughters, they use her sleeping with someone, like she slept with Deacon, and that created a rift with her and Bridget. Then there is the whole accident with Oliver. Well, clearly, they're not going to go that route again, I would think, at this stage in Brooke's life, but you never know with these writers. But I do feel like this storyline was a good way to insert conflict between Hope and Brooke without going that route again. And from the preview for next week, it does look like that will continue. So let's take a look at the preview and we'll discuss it on the other side.
Here's a look ahead.
Remy, do you work here?
Just started. I've heard a lot about you, ma'am.
Carter's with Ridge, Eric, and Steffy. What? He filed the papers. Please tell us Carter will never get his hands on Forrester Creations. You have another visitor. Oh my God, Bill.
Next week looks like it's going to be good. We're going to get more into the Remy and Electra storyline. Drop in the comments and let me know, are you feeling this storyline? Are you interested in Electra's story? Are you intrigued by it? Or did they give this new character a front burner storyline too soon? Now, another new character that, did very well with the front burner storyline is Luna. So it's going to be good to see what happens with Luna and Bill, and if he's actually going to give her a chance and try to get her out. So I am very interested to see what that interaction will be like. And then we have the ongoing saga with the business storyline with Hope and Carter against everyone else. Now you see they have Hope in black leather. When they put people in black and leather, that means they're going to their villain era. So are we going to see Hope in her villain era? And how do you Hope fans out there feel about that? I would think that the actress would be happy to be able to play a different take on her character. We'll see how it's written. It always comes down to how they write it and, how well they pull this off. So we'll see. Now, when Justin met with Brooke and Ridge today, he hinted at there may be nothing they can do about the paperwork because he said, Ridge, the CEO signed off on it. You signed off on it. And on top of that, he saw Carter's name there before he signed off. He saw Carter put his name in as the manager of the LLC. So you can't even say that he didn't know that Carter's name was there. So we'll see what Justin comes out with. They haven't dropped the day-by-day spoilers for next week yet. I will bring those to you when they do. But like I said in the previous video, if they're really going to go down this road with Hope being a villain, then I want them to have her fully own it and walk in there being a bad bee. And not be the soft-spoken person that she usually is, unwilling to stand up to Steffi or whoever is coming at her. Now, I did want to share one more interesting tidbit with you. I reposted this post from Catherine Kelly Lang on my Facebook page showing her looking at their upcoming scripts with a surprised look. And the actress who plays Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, actually commented, So I'm taking that to mean that possibly Sheila will be involved in the upcoming storyline. Now, they do record their episodes a good 4 to 6 weeks in advance, so it'll be a while before we see this play out on screen. But I think they've given Sheila a pretty good little while. I told you all in an article, Bradley Bell said sometimes villains need a cooling off period. She's been off screen for a while, so I think it would be good to see her back on screen and mixing it up with the other people in LA. So drop in the comments and let me know your thoughts about this. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you on the next one.